You're looking at the two types of vacuum modulators that came on the Mercedes 722.3 and 722.4 transmissions from 1981 up to 1995. Why the difference? Some get confused as to why this one is on this transmission and this one is on this transmission. Well, I want to alleviate the confusion. It's not about the model of transmission, about the year. This was the initial vacuum modulator that was introduced in 1981. And they found out after a few years there's some problems with it. So in 1992, they upgraded to this style. And now if you buy one, you get the upgrade. So some of the older transmissions have already been upgraded. Maybe even some of the newer transmission, someone has grabbed this out of an old transmission and put it into the newer one after 92. So it's not about the model of the transmission. This upgrade was done because there were some problems on this early one, primarily on this thrust pin here. Notice how long this is and what it's made of. And they found out that this would expand and contract under heat, thus affecting modulator pressure. So they revised the pin. There was also problems with this breaking, and it would break right in here, and that's pretty common. So this pin came up, smaller pin, less likely to expand and contract, and it won't break unless you really abuse it. The other thing is, in the upgrade, they came up with a way to adjust this without having to remove the cap, but it's only minor adjustment. Keep that in mind. Now, in this early one, you had to pop the black cap off and turn the T-pin to get the pressure set. Remember, if you turn the pin in, you're going to increase modulation pressure, which hardens up or firms up the shift. If you turn the pin counterclockwise, you're going to reduce pressure, and that will soften the shifts. You know, I say over the last 15 years, I've been so frustrated trying to adjust these, and it's not adjusting them on the bench, it's adjusting them under the car. Look at here, I'm trying to reach up in there. I hardly get my hand up in there. My fingers are greasy. The pin is hard to move. It keeps popping in and out and then falls on the ground. So just a week ago, after almost 20 years of frustration here, I decided I'm going to come up with some rapid adjusters, something you could use that makes it easy and quick to adjust these T-pins in both these modulators. I'm going to start with this early modulator that was introduced in 1981. You will find these in different colors. They'll be green, red, black, and even white. Don't be concerned with the color. They all operate the same. Now, we pop the rubber cap off, and you're going to expose the adjusting pin. We call it the T-pin. Anytime you get under there, you want to make sure that this is soft and not cracked, because if you don't get a tight seal here, you will lose vacuum out through this hole, and that's important when you're trying to adjust your shift. So here's that T-pin. So in order to adjust it, you have to pull it out like that. You have to pull it out to clear those notches, and then you can turn it counterclockwise or clockwise. And then you push it back in when you get the setting you want, and you snap the black cap on. Well, the problem is trying to do this under the car. So I said, I've got to come up with a better way that I can just reach up in there and adjust this, even if my fingers are greasy, and I can even get out of the car, throw some cardboard down, reach under and make a minor adjustment when I'm out on the road when I pull off on a driveway or a side road. So this is what I came up with. We had to have a way to keep the T-pin out while turning it. And this one's very simple. I just use a piece of Tygon and cut a hole in it, and you can squeeze this out like this, and you can see what has happened. We've lodged this T-pin inside this small piece of Tygon hose. Now watch. You put the T-pin in. You can actually push while you're turning. You don't have to lift it out. And so you can just crank away, crank in, crank out. And when you're all done, if you're going to continue driving on the road, make sure you pull the T-pin out and keep this in the car. Don't drive down the road with the T-pin installed unless you remove this and put the black cap on. So this little speed adjuster, I call it, makes adjusting these original style modulators very easy. Trying to come up with a speed adjuster for these upgraded modulators was a little more challenging. Notice the T-pin does not need to be pulled out to turn it and adjust it. You just turn it like this and adjust it. Well, that's fine on the bench, but remember, this is up in underneath the car, and you're trying to reach your hand up in there. It's real close to the tunnel, and you're trying to get your fingers in here. You can't even get your thumb in there. So you're trying to adjust it like this, see? And if any of you done this, you're going to be laughing when you see this video because you say, Ken, I know exactly what you're dealing with. So here's what I came up with. I wanted to be able to put something on here that you could reach up and easily adjust this. Of course, you have to remove this and put the cap back on after you're finished adjusting. So this is temporary during the adjustment procedure. But if you notice down here, see how this is notched? That will go right on the T-pin. And I'll take this silicone cap, and you've got to push it all the way in like this. Get it started and get that locked into the T-pin, then push this all the way down so that line is right at the top of where the cap snaps on the modulator. Now watch. See this? You just reach up under there. You can even do it with 2 fingers like this, see? And that's usually the way you have to do it. You have to do it like this if it's in the car and you're reaching up underneath, because it's really hard on some models to get both your finger and thumb up in there. I have found that these work so well and remove so much frustration that I'm now going to include these at no extra cost with the purchase of my modular pressure test kit that's available on my website.